Do we become a spooky ghost deck? I mean, I think so, right? We have Tungsten Rod, so we'll be immune to damage while intangible, and we can do the overpowered static discharge thing. Hell yeah. Okay, this is gonna be really fun. Not only do we have Tungsten Rod Apparitions, we have Tungsten Rod Apparitions static discharge. That's wild. Just find Frozen Egg. No problem. So my goal in these Act 1s, generally speaking, is to harvest relics, as well as add a decent number of common cards. You can trounce a lot of the early game with 4 energy and a bunch of common cards. It almost doesn't matter what they are, you know, some blocks, some attacks, anything you find. Melter, Doom and Gloom, Rip and Tear, Streamline, Sunder, Cold Snap, Ball Lightning, doesn't matter what we find. We'll take it, we'll add it, we'll play it. Why did the slime boss's minions all go on strike? Because slime doesn't pay. Okay, so I think we want to get as many card rewards as possible here before we try to start fighting elites. I think we're gonna go this side. We could also maybe shoot for the... No, we don't want to go for the Burning Elite, because we want to be able to fight these 2 late elites. So that means taking some combination of these nodes, and I like the flexibility that we have here. Key point of value for your map pathing is flexibility, or optionality is the term I think I likes to use, where you have the ability to continually, at each node, reevaluate where your deck is at, how many hit points you have, what potions you have, and use that to, on the fly, make decisions. So that we can arrive at this monster node and then have 3 different choices with a different combination of campfire and elites gives us a lot of power to play around whatever happens to us. You know, if we get a really rough start where Jawworm deals 12 damage to us right at the start, and then we lose even more health to the next fight, and then an event hurts us and we're down to 20 HP, we can say, oh, well, maybe we just don't fight any elites and we'll rest a few times. Or, if everything goes well, then, you know, we'll be able to beat 2 elites, and that's even better. Off to a great start here, because we didn't draw 4 defense and dual cast turn 1. It's always a good feeling. I'm gonna go for the slightly greedy play here, which is to defend twice. Redraw the dual cast. Yep. By slightly greedy, I mean perfectly intelligent. Save that 1 hit point. Most classes, I say this not often enough, most classes generally want to take 1 damage from that cultist on turn 2. Because it's inefficient to just block for 1, but Defect has so much damage output with the starting deck that they can get away with it. Watcher can also block for the 6. Rummers, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Welcome on into the council, everyone. Claw, as they say, is law, but what if hologram is law instead? Hologram, just as much as claw does, hologram enables us to take a future claw, because it's very good with claw, and it also lets us get back any other card that might be good. It's a shame that this will never become an upgraded hologram, which is something that you can really break on Defect. We had an Ascension 20 Defect run yesterday that was absolutely bonkers with some upgraded holograms. So we're going to take the hologram. And we're going to find a Ball Lightning. It's going to be good. Play the dual cast. I expect this fight will take long enough that we want to keep this orb around for now. Then a good excuse to hologram. The dual cast. Bang! Oh, 1 short of a kill. Go full block, though. Okay. We paid the Jawworm tax. 7 damage on turn 1. Almost unavoidable to Jawworm, generally. So don't feel bad if you get pinged for 7 or 12 by this stinky boy. You know, it just happens. Oh, man. I should have taken the claw. Genuinely. Who needs unupgraded hologram when you can have unupgraded rebound, which is like unupgraded hologram, but kind of worse, but also doesn't exhaust. And, more importantly right now, this card does damage. Good damage. 9 points of damage for 1 energy is awesome. And the ability to put a card back on top is also awesome. Auto Shields is also pretty sweet in Act 1, giving you just a lot of block for 1 energy. However, it does not pair very well with Hologram. So if you pull it out of the discard pile with Hologram, you've already gained block, and then this can no longer gain block. Take a rebound. Need that attack damage. Get a merchant. First question mark. Well, at the very least, finding this merchant here, although not what I would have preferred from this room, gives us, I think, a lot of ability to go 2 elites here. Because we can either buy a potion, buy a card, maybe even both. I'm wondering that myself, Boat Full of Gravy. How good is this Panacea? 0 cost, gain 1 artifact, exhaust. Defect can do quite a few interesting things by blocking debuffs. However, I do think that the Fusion Hammer specifically really limits this. We can't get it upgraded to be 2 artifacts. So there's never going to be any, like, Amplify Bias Cog shenanigans happening. And we also can't upgrade any reprograms that we might find and might want to use Artifact on. So I don't know, it's also a 0 cost card when we have higher than normal energy. So for those combined reasons, I don't think I like it in this context, but I do think in general, an early Panacea has some potential here. Very notably, one of the cool things you can do with it, if you can get an upgraded Panacea to Artifact, this will prevent Collector from making you vulnerable, and that can make that fight way more manageable, even on Ascension 20. It'll also block a bunch of other, like, debuffs completely. Snake Plant's debuff will do nothing. It'll block both the Frail and the Vulnerable in the Shelled Parasite and Mushroom fight. It can block both of Chosen's Hex and either the Weak or the Vulnerable they try to apply to you. Lots of fights that benefit a lot from 2 Artifact. Do not underestimate Collector. I think, especially if you're playing on Ascension 19 or higher, the Collector is probably the most dangerous enemy after the Heart. So many runs have I lost to Collector. And those extra 2 turns on Ascension 19 of Vuln, you know, it's manageable on many Ascensions to simply outlast the debuffs, especially if Collector spends 2 of the 3 turns not attacking you, which they sometimes choose to do. I like this Melter quite a bit. That adds a lot to our damage output, and it's really good with both our Hologram and our Rebound. So I think that's what I'm going to end up going with here, and that does leave me enough for a potion, but not enough for a card remove. Do I buy a potion? I go with yes. A Fear Pot, a Blessing of the Forge, or a Block Pot. I believe it's going to be one of the damage potions. I consider Blessing of the Forge a damage potion. Blessing of the Forge quite good with dual cast Zap, can give us block, can give us damage. Really good against Lagavulin in particular, whereas the Fear Potion will be better against the Knob. Blessing of the Forge. Then we're going to find a potion from this fight. I'll feel like a fool! Like Hollow Strike? That's right. That was actually wrong. I was supposed to strike this guy. And I've said it before. If the Gray Slime is attacking you on turn 1, you should damage it. Could have saved. I think we could have saved this 4 HP here. But that's okay. This is not lethal, right? 21? No. Okay. Totally fine. Okay, did not find a potion. That's good. Oof, if only. If only I could upgrade you and feel good about it, Fission. Unfortunately, that Fission will never be upgraded. Well, never say never, but, you know, it's not going to get upgraded. Let's see, we're fighting Slime Boss, so I do like a Sweeping Beam. Just a little bit of AoE. It's really kind of sad without an upgrade, but that's the life of Fusion Hammer. This Cool-Headed is a bit more reasonable, I think, giving us a Frost Orb and some draw, but our damage output will suffer, particularly in the Sentries and Slime Boss fight. I think I'm going to take the AoE that I'm being offered here. Don't love it, but it'll do. What's the worst that could happen? Surely this will simply be a free relic. I mean, below Ascension 15, this is a pretty free event, usually. You're trading, on average, like 11 HP or less to get a relic. It starts at 3 damage rather than 5, where it starts on Ascension 15. Maybe. First try. Success on the second try, and we get ourselves a Tungsten Rod, which will almost... I mean, not almost assuredly, which will definitely save more than 7 HP this act alone. I can tell you that already. Reducing all damage that we take by 1. Now, that's good stuff. That right there is a rare relic. And this right here is a fight where we're definitely going to use Blessing of the Forge. Probably on Hologram and or Melter. So this is not a terrible hand to upgrade either. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going to upgrade. Most certainly. We get 2 upgraded defense. Melter does 14. Hologram doesn't exhaust. Considering like some kind of rebound nonsense. If we wake up now, this is our hand next turn, unfortunately. Convinced that that's what I want to draw. Because that'll guaranteed take 15 damage, right? Sad time. Whereas I think if we just upgrade this hand and then open with this, we could probably do better than 15 damage. Okay. With, you know, an upgraded hologram and 2 upgraded defends now in our draw pile. Not bad. Rebounding a defend was an option there, too. Not a terrible one. I'm gonna play defense heavy here. Oof. Alright. Did not draw the upgraded defense, unfortunately. A little painful. More than a little painful. It's extremely painful. Or whatever. Wanna beam after striking. Shuffle without these 2 defends. Try to kill. We may have to use the Distilled Chaos to do that. Hopefully not. 8 times 3 is 20. Now we're just shy here, right? We can do Strike, Rebound, and Hologram the Strike, but that is only 24 damage. So block for 15 here. Okay, so we actually only take 4 more, which is not worth using our potion over. So we'll keep the potion for the next elite fight. There will be another one here. I'm gonna rebound this hologram. Take 4. And then go Melter, Hollow Melter. Glad we had the Blessing the Forge from that shop. Really, truly glad we had that. Made that fight quite a bit more manageable. We get some sustain here with a meal ticket. Healing us 15 whenever we enter a shop. Oh boy, no, not double sweeping beam. How about our reinforced body? I really like this. One, it's a awesome block card that you don't need to upgrade necessarily, although it is a pretty good upgrade. But with 4 base energy, this is already potentially 28 block on 1 turn. That's a lot of block. That is a lot of block. Here's some food for thought. Reinforced Body is a flexible block card, but compared to any other 2 energy block card in the game, it's more efficient. Right? Think about the other 2 energy blocks. Glacier, 7 block and 2 frost is 11 immediate block. Equilibrium, 13. Flame Barrier, 12. Leg Sweep, only 11, and 11 in weak is probably better than 14, but none of those give you 14 block for 2 energy. And you can do more than that, even. Pretty cool. A weirdly efficient card if you think about it for 5 seconds. Let's see. Have to go rebound and then reinforced? Can't go reinforced and then rebound. This is perfect blocksies, too. You Tungsten Rod for the free block. Oh, what's that? You're blocking? Shame if that were to be negated. Now I wish we had taken that cool-headed so that I have an excuse for a Compiled River. I don't mind a Go for the Eyes. Way to apply Weaken is not bad. It's nice with Rebound, nice with Hologram, decent with Sweeping Beam. Really would prefer an upgraded one, but, you know, Fusion Hammer and all that. Our boss is Slime Boss. Mr. Slimy Wimey. Although the more immediate question is, what helps us kill 3 more Act 1 elites? Don't quote me on this, because I have literally never assembled Handrail plus Melter, but my understanding is that they don't even work together. Because Handrail is just that sad. I think we want a Compiled River here, actually. More card draw. Seems like the right way to do this. Alright, and we've got Gremlinus Norbert. I think we're actually pretty well equipped for this fight, especially with this turn 1 here. We can go Zap, Rebound, Rebound the Zap, Sweeping Beam, play Zap again, so we get 2 Lightning Orbs on turn 1 without making the knob angry, and then all of our damage is still in the draw pile. And we can also buy ourselves a turn with Reinforced Body here. Rebounding Sweeping Beam does not draw itself. No, the Sweeping Beam draws the top card of the deck, and then the Sweeping Beam goes on top. There are some weird, like, self-draw infinite nonsense you can do with Rebound, but they're more complicated. Alright, what do you got, Mr. Norbert? We're doing the vulnerable thingy first. That's completely fine by me. Do I use this speed? 5 HP on this turn. Our hologram target is going to be... If we want to do the most, like, attack damage right now, then we hologram the Rebound, use Rebound to put Melter back on top. So we get to both play Rebound an additional time and Melter an additional time, which is better than just, like, hologramming the Melter, for example. There's also dual cast here. That can do some fun stuff. What if we double dual cast? That'd be 1632 damage. Plus 9. Definitely not killing. Yeah, I don't think there's a Distilled Chaos play here. I think we just go for the next turn kill. So yeah, I think I hologram rebound. It would definitely be better to use the speed potion on the reinforced with the reinforced body. I guess we could just use that to block next turn completely. If we fail to get a kill. So what I'm thinking is hologram rebound melter, and I guess we play the strike rather than the dual cast. That would be, we do 19 damage this turn, plus another 6, 25 damage, 31 damage, bringing the knob to 36. A melter on top of the deck, can we do 36 damage next turn? That's the question. Will be, even if we draw a compiled over strike, melter, that would be 10 plus 12, 22, 29, plus 2 lightning orbs, 35. Will be 1 short exactly, if I were to do that. So that seems like a bad play, because even the best case scenario is exactly 1 damage short. So let's find a better play. What if we rebounded dual cast instead? That makes us take a little bit more damage. Only 2 more damage this turn. We do 16, 26, plus 9, 35, and then we'll have 1 lightning orb. 38 damage this turn, leaving Knob at 29. We have dual cast. So dual cast minus 16, they'll be at 13. Dual cast compelled reverse strike gets there. And even if we don't have that reinforced body, yeah, I like that better. Okay. Do I speed potion then or not is the question, to save 5 HP this turn. We'll use it next turn if necessary. Okay. Let's do that play then. Eight. Not bad. And we have the kill here. Cool. Glad I mapped that out. Heat sinks as the first power. Not exactly a inspiring option. I love this strawberry, by the way. Just a little bit more max HP means we'll heal for more when we rest. I would be unironically happy to see a Dreamcatcher next. Free block on turn 1 with boot sequence is generally speaking nice, but my problem with it right now is that that boot sequence won't help in this fight, it won't help in this fight, and it won't help in this fight. And these are the 3 fights we care about right now. We need to make sure we're winning those fights. Thunderstrike, big expensive rare, kind of a cool find, but we have no lightning orb generation. I think this is a skip. Dreamcatcher. Boot, huh? Alright, Sapphire Key, you're coming with me. Dang it. It's gonna be one of those... Well, I guess we're not getting the green key, right? I was gonna say, can we get all 3 keys again? Question mark? Whatever. When in doubt, 51 health. Alright, Return of the Lagavulin. This time, we have different potions. And a rebound. Hollow that lightning orb? Looks like it, yeah. Rebound, reinforce potentially. Reinforce is going to make a huge difference in this fight. Yeah, just rebound the reinforced. Shame about that melter draw, though. Oh well. Ooh, the Blunkening. Ah, and here's our speed potion for a clean 20 block. Take it. Down this dual cast. I think I actually just dual cast and then rebound. Play 3 strikes next turn. And then we should kill on the following turn, hopefully. We're gonna be short. Actually, I'll just rebound that, and then we're definitely good. 1. 1 entire damage. In return, oh, I should have taken that heatsinks. We get a mummified hand. Well, I won't make the foolish mistake of not taking the next power, he said moments before skipping a Hello World offered. Random person, thank you so much for the 16 months. Can we do it? Maybe. Maybe. Happy with these 2 potions, and I'm definitely happy with a Doom and Gloom here. Or the Cool-Headed's good too, actually. But I think an improvement in the AoE damage is going to be very beneficial. Especially with the rebound here. Channeling a new type of orb is going to make Compile Driver better, so this Doom and Gloom also helps us to draw more cards, in addition to being an awesome source of AoE. Okay, bit of an awkward turn here. Wish this was debuffing so we could do like Rebound, Doom and Gloom. Instead I've got to go like Rebound, Defend, and Sweeping Beam into the Defend. Minimize damage. I've been a reinforced play there, but I'm pretty okay with a... Oh god. Am I, though? Well, there's a 50% chance that the dual cast hits the same one twice. If that doesn't occur, this will be awkward. King Smurf, thank you so much for the Prime sub and that full year. Has indeed been a full year since the original Ladder Streak victory now, which means about a year and a half of Ladder Streak content on this channel. Been wild. Is there any other play? We could blindly Sweeping Beam and hope. But that increases the damage I take in the worst case scenario. That means I'm using Distilled Chaos if that ends up happening. What are the outs here? River's not an out. Let's dual cast, and then if we need to Distilled Chaos, we will. Okay, now we're good. Excellent. Additional Darkness. Interesting option. I would normally be very happy about this card. The upgrade triggers the passive ability of all Dark Orbs at an additional time, which is excellent if you already have a second source of Dark. We don't have the ability to upgrade it, though. So, you know, one turn of Vulnerable could be good, too, amplifying the effect of our Doom and Gloom, our Melter, River, all that good stuff. We're absolutely butchering elites where we are. We're almost ready to kill Slime Boss, so I think we're at the point where we should stop adding cards if we can avoid it. Okay, this is probably going to be Distilled Chaos next turn. Oh, no it's not. Down Reinforced. Have anything to return with Hologram here? Can't quite get a kill. but I can just reinforce body for a full block. Next turn I'd like to go for some kind of murderizing AoE attacks. May end up taking one hit here. So that means... I guess that means rebounding the reinforced is a good choice. Okay. Looks like we're gonna go into Slime Boss with a ton of hit points, though. It's a little unfortunate. Actually, don't want to draw the Doom and Gloom right now, so I'm gonna go Compiler first, then Zap, then Reinforced. Dang it, Lightning Orb. Wrong target. You fool. Gloom in the discard pile. We can hologram it and rebound it. Powerful, man. Oh, I'm so happy to see Vajra here. Giving us a point of strength means that all of our attacks, which is our primary source of damage right now, just got a little bit stronger. Makes the Sweeping Beam hit so much better. The Doom and Gloom just got chunkier. It's great. Just go for the eyes a little more appealing. If I had 2 compile drivers, I might take this fusion. Rather just take a nuclear battery from our boss relic to get a plasma orb. The 2 cost for this thing is so difficult to justify. Whatever, I'll just get all 3 of these for now. Like I said, we're now absolutely going to slaughter Slime Boss. We have 2 good potions, and we're going to have more than enough hit points. He said moments before getting mercilessly butchered by these 2. Cultist and Green Slime is a seriously scary encounter. Strike, then dual cast, hopefully killing. Dang. No hologram draw either. Like a full 9 damage here, unless I choose to use my Distilled Chaos. Well, the Fear Potion could get a kill too. Let's take the 9 damage. We're gonna have more hit points than necessary anyway. Another card that I would love if I could upgrade it, but I can't. Cycle. Distilled Chaos shuffles if there's not enough cards in the draw pile, or if you... yes. So it'll try to play 3 cards. Not an Act 1 recall, though. I don't think 31 HP would do this very easily. This is Melter, Hologram, Rebound Melter. Well, I feel the need to use the Fear Potion. I don't think that I do. Play the Melter twice and put it back on top. Good stuff. That dual cast Doom and Gloom? Gotta be. Not the world's best split, but with a Sweeping Beam and Reinforced Body next turn, I feel really comfortable. Aha! Just rebound it. Easy. Ready to split you yet. It's for 2. Perfect. So this evokes for 24 to the lowest enemy twice. Bring it below 24 health and dual cast. Easy. Yeah, hasn't this rebound been awesome? I really like rebound, especially with Fusion Hammer, because it does good work even without the upgrade. And in Act 1, when you need an attack card, it does a good job of that too. Tempting to take an Amplify with this Mummified hand, and a little sad that we can never upgrade this Seek, but I'm not going to say no to Seek. Letting us put any card from the draw pile into our hand. It's the ultimate deck manipulation, just the card you want right now. You can do some fun stuff with, like, the Strange Spoon, too. It's true, we totally could have recalled. At the minimum, we'll end up in Act 2 with more hit points this way, since you do heal based off of your missing hit points after a boss fight. So we essentially get to keep 1/4 of that heal. We're going into this act with 6 more health. And that is kind of relevant, actually, when it comes to Act 2, which is a really scary act. Much rather recall in Act 3. Three Flavors of Energy is the name of the game. I actually feel pretty cool with this, since this means that we're going to very likely be offered a non-energy relic from our second boss. Always been a fan of the Slaver's Collar as the 5th energy. You still have a baseline good amount of energy to work with in regular fights, and then in the elite and boss fights where you really need it, you can play all of the cards as your kind of form of scaling. Very good with, of course, Reinforced Body. We're not currently held back by Choker, but I think it would be very foolish to take a Velvet Choker when I have Mummified Hand on the Defect. Not that hard from here to, you know, pick up 2 heat sinks and then a whole bunch of stuff. And we're on Ascension 13, so I'm even more likely to all in on such a strategy, with Awakened One not being a huge threat. And I am a little scared of Philosopher's Stone as a general rule, even with the Tungsten Rod here. Making the heart stronger by 15 damage every 3 turns is asking a lot. I have had many heart fights win with less than 15 health left. Go Slaver's Collar. I know, Chrono, imagine, we could have had an Amplify and a Heatsinks right now, and if we drew them both together, we could draw 1 card. Think of the power. Right. A odd-looking act layout here. What is with these merchant placements, hello? Odd. Well, I guess we can go up the lefts here. We get 3 elites. We get to visit the shop by the end of the act with like 400 gold. And then an optional 3rd elite. Yeah, this feels good. Leftmost path here. I like that. We get a heal after the 1st elite, which I suspect we'll need. And the shop is also a heal after the 2nd elite. So we get heal here, fight elite, heal here, fight elite. That looks great to me. Looks great to me. Just the card I needed. Why, hello there, Mr. Baseball. Oh wait, we're 1 short. It's actually not a kill yet. It's gonna gain more block. Wait, no. The foolishness. What have I done? Could have drawn it this turn. Whew. Seriously, not a kill. We take 10? Guess this is what the Distilled Chaos is for. I like Beam Cell a lot more now that we have a Vajra. I don't like that it's not unupgraded, but I would actually be okay just taking 2 of these. Get some Bull in here. We can scale our damage a little bit. Rebound, dual cast, sweeping beam. Hopefully draws the dual cast. Would be 16 plus 24. Yeah, that'll kill. Assuming the Dazed didn't replace the dual cast. Good. Actually not sure if that's possible that we end up drawing Dazed there. There's our potion back. You know, I don't hate a static discharge with a tungsten rod. You can do some really fun stuff with this interaction. And yeah, to be clear, Nemesis Dragon, the title is simply a play on words here. Intended as such. Morning, Zizzy. Yes, Karad Banar. Static discharge, unlike most other effects in the game with tungsten rod, does activate if you take 0 damage. I'll pick this one up. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book open, riddled with cryptic writings. As you try to interpret the elaborate script, it begins to shift and morph into writing you're familiar with. The Cursed Tome, normally, on Ascension 13, costs you 16 health to get the tome. Take 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 10 damage. And the Tungsten Rod is actually going to reduce all 4 of those separate damage procs by 1, so you get to save 4 hit points in this event with Tungsten Rod. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get the Nilri's Codex, allowing us to choose 1 of 3 cards to put into the draw pile on each turn of every combat. That kind of counteracts the Fusion Hammer, because these cards are never upgraded anyway, so we'll be able to just make good stuff and put it into the draw pile where it belongs. Awesome. What's not awesome is Snake Plant. Greetings, Reinforced Body. Please save me. Help. It is random which book you get. Yeah, there's 3 different possibilities. And it's just 1 in 3. For each of those. At least save some of our hit points. Now all the block cards are in the draw pile where they don't belong. Here. Should have used the Strength Potion on turn 1. How do I do this now? Hello, Doom and Gloom, but that... Wait, that might actually work. But Dark Orb. Static Discharge in play. Block for 6 with 2 defends. Get attacked for 8 by 3. First hit only does 1 damage, channels a lightning orb. Second hit does 7 damage, channels another lightning orb. A dark orb here. Oh, we need 3 hits. Oh, that's not good. Wow, I don't see any way to not just take, like, 17 more damage here. That's not good. Now, we would need 3 hits if we have a darkened slot, too, because the first hit channels a orb into the empty orb. The second hit evokes the lightning orb in front. We won't get the dark orb evoked until the 3rd hit. Oh, I'm not surprised that Snake Plant's doing 17 damage to me. I'm surprised they're doing 17 damage to me again. We already did that round. Yarg. There's no way... let's see, math. I think it's worth spending both potions. I think I'd rather just fight the elite with both potions. Okay. The last out is to compel River for 1 draw. That could make my life slightly better or slightly worse. Let's find out which. I like that play. Can rebound to defend. Or I can open up myself to the possibility of maybe drawing a reinforced body or something. That. Or I can guarantee draw this card. Right. Could just be a defend again. Fair enough. Crunching. Okay, 29 health and 2 potions. Not what I would have preferred to fight this elite with, but beggars can't be choosers and all that. I do think this deck appreciates adding a Frost Orb. Makes our Compelled River draw more, gives us the kind of complete set. It's more card draw, with some zero-cost stuff in the deck. Take it. And it'll be really useful on 5 energy. Oh, that's right, don't forget we have Slaver's Collar, too. So ultimately, taking a lot of damage to Snake Plant is probably somewhat expected. Onwards! Do we become a spooky ghost deck? I mean, I think so, right? We have Tungsten Rod, so we'll be immune to damage while intangible, and we can do the overpowered static discharge thing. Hell yeah. Okay, this is gonna be really fun. Excellent. Not only do we have Tungsten Rod Apparitions, we have Tungsten Rod Apparitions Static Discharge. That's wild. And with 5 energy, I can hologram and play this Doom and Gloom again. Let's see, so this will be 19 per hit. So this is not actually a kill, is it? By double Doom and Gloom. We do 6 plus 19 plus 19. $44. Even if we preemptively Fear Potion, that only goes to 47. 19. What if we do 19? Doom and Gloom. Beam Cell. Hologram Strike. Doom and Gloom. The 6 plus 13 plus 13 plus 19. That's 51. Okay, that gets a kill. Cool. Fools, I am a ghost. Can't kill a ghost. Too spooky. Hourglass is some nice additional damage, chipping away with 3 per turn. Gonna help that much against Champ, but that's okay. Actually want Frost Orbs less than ever now that we have Apparitions, Static Discharge. Goes the same for Claw and go for the eyes here. Yeah, Static Discharge is the exception that proves the rule. I think... My honest answer, I think the reason that Static Discharge works at 0 and... the other stuff doesn't is that originally everything worked when Tungsten Rod reduced it to 0. Rupture would give you strength, and various other effects would proc during a beta patch. And the devs decided that was not to be. They changed it, but they didn't change Static Discharge at the same time. My guessing, they forgot. Just straight up forgot. It's my guess that I'm sticking to it. Okay, I actually don't want a Frost Orb. Trust me. Just another copy! Give me that! Let's go! Let's go. So, Static Discharge. Intangibility. Take 0 damage. And yet, 1, 2, 3 lightning orbs. Easy. Easy every time. Oh, what's that? You want to poke me with your attacks? Have fun. Pew pew. Again, don't want Frost Orbs here. They're stinky. Love this Duke Pot, though. The Fear Potion. Might have been unwise. Maybe I needed that Fear Potion for Slavers. Yeah, that was really satisfying. I'm gonna be really sad when we die to Champ or some nonsense. Because this will definitely not work against him. How am I going to kill Champ? Really consider that. Oh, we have Nilry's Codex. That'll work. Okay, cool. Yeah, everything's good. Nothing has ever gone wrong. Or passive damage. Bronze Scales, Mercury Hourglass. Love to see it. And it's more return damage with the Static Discharge nonsense, too. Glorious. Fortunate turn 1, though. I think I need that, because this enemy will be dead very shortly. Actually should have rebounded, that wrong. Should have rebounded Reinforced for 0 there so that I didn't block. I can take advantage of my Static Discharge. Get him. sequence that says plus on it. That feels really nice now that we only have 40 max HP. Apparitions. That one up. Okay, we made it to the shop intact. We do get a 15 hit point heal here, and we can buy stuff like the hand drill. Or Potion belt looks good. Potion belt looks great. 2 more potion slots. Very, very useful. Like, genuinely considering transmutation, which is not a good sign. Main reason for that being it's an X-cost card and we have a lot of energy. And it can generate Apotheosis sometimes, which is pretty sweet. Can I afford a removal and transmutation? I would unironically buy this transmutation here, I think. Let's do math, because if I can do that, I'm going to do it. 154 plus 75 plus 192. 421! Hell yeah, we could afford it. Alright, I'm doing it. So, potion belt for more potion slots. Remove a... card? Yeah. And I'm going to buy transmutation. Add X random colorless cards to your hand. The cost is 0 this turn. This is not something you'll see me pick up very often. But it's got some niche application. For example, gaining 10 max points. No, I'm gonna give up something else here. Another strike seems fine, actually. Although 10 max hit points would have been nice. And we're gonna go for one more elite. Right to this neck. Go rebound Doom and Gloom? Yeah. Oh. Second reinforce is probably clear there. Hey, there's transmutation. So, give me 3 random colorless cards. Let's see what spending 3 energy on this does for us. Got another copy. Dramatic Entrance Finesse. A little bit of block, a little bit of damage, and 1 draw. Not exactly a great outcome. I shan't judge it too harshly. It is actually one of my favorite cards. But I don't think it's consistent enough to get frequent use from me. Let's give it another chance here. What do you got for me today, Transmutation? Ooh, double Dark Shackles. That could have been spicy. Hoping we'll see a creative AI while we're fighting Champ. That's our way to win. Cards. Potions of Power. That's right, Bionil. Apparitions and Jax are, even though they share the same card coloration as colorless cards, and they'll transform into colorless cards, they're kind of in their own card pool of event-only cards, essentially. You'll find Jax, Apparition, Bites, Ritual Dagger are all examples of cards that are in this category. And you can't get those from any random colorless card generation effect. Electrostatic Discharge sure is a nice combo, isn't it? Yeah. I'm really genuinely tempted by a point of focus here with the Mummy hand, but I think think we gotta lean into that nonsense. Just a bit. Okay, this looks like an extremely painful turn 1. Unless I use the dupe pot. Well, I'm not going to waste my dupe pot here. How about the attack potion? Now we can get like Asunder, Meteor Strike. There's quite a few outs. Doom and Gloom. Better than the Ball Lightning when it comes to AoE here. Should be enough, right? I'm gonna do the math, actually, because it might be 47 versus 49. Jagmordo, what do you call an edgy defect? Cleaning up after himself. Doom and Broom. So we get 1 evoke. Then we dual cast for 2 more evokes, 24 AoE, plus 3, 27, 38. Boom and Vacuum. No, so not 38. It'll be 4 plus 16. 20, plus the aforementioned 27. So it is 47 exactly. Okay, so it is actually very, very relevant that I hit the first one. Glad I double-checked the math there. Got Exaxes here. Gen Potion's quite useful. I think that means we get to recall here. There's an upgraded beam cell, but what about an upgraded... Oh, where? Honestly, decent card gen. Goes with our boot sequence. I don't know about that. Champ's gonna be a weird fight. Gonna be a weird fight. I don't think that I want this Hello World. With the regen potion, I think I can get away with a recall here too. If we need the health, we'll use it. So the apparitions will buy us a little bit of time. But our main mode of action here is going to be to use the Nilri's Codex to generate the kinds of cards that we want here. To build, essentially, dynamically, a deck with which to face the champ. I'll play this for 5, maximum chance of apotheosis. Got it with the 5th one! Easy game. Alright, let's make 3 random 0-cost skills. And upgrade the entire deck. And then play the bomb. And then blind him. And then play a free Equilibrium. Free Equilibrium! I think our transmutation just won the champ fight for us. Not even kidding here. Wanna recycle? Even better. And now the apparitions are upgraded. Oh my god. So now we're going to recycle the deck down and pick up powers that will help me. And probably, generally speaking, play the bomb a few times. Increase our block density. Buffing strength. How bold of you. Orb going. Probably gonna have to recycle Electro. Where's a Dark Orb going? Hey, there's creative AI. That... yeah, okay. Put him below half. Not ready for that yet. Hungry though. Echo form immediately. We're definitely headed in the right direction here. Can I get away with not getting murdered? That's the important question. We're so angry. Aha! Okay, we actually do lose the Dark Orb to our static Discharge, which we foolishly played. But I am okay with that. I should have added that Core Surge. Lots of block coming in. And more block. Don't forget we have Echo Form in play. It's a reminder to me, in addition to everybody else here. Alright, it's time to go. Go being... just start playing stuff. Lots of it. Amplify, even better? Question mark? Yeah. Slowly chipping away with the passive damage. But now he's below half. It's okay, because we have 4 stacks of buffer. And I'm going to retain Apparitions to double. I think we're fine here. Get the bomb going. Brilliant. We're intangible, and we have buffer. And many copies of Storm and Biosky. Oh boy, yep. Let's go into Silly Town now. Oh dear. And don't forget, I played the bomb. Gee, Mr. Champ. Man, more fun stuff. Buffer is good hit blockification. Another copy of Seek to help us find our Apparitions when we need them, or better yet, find that all-important, apparently, Transmutation, which absolutely carried the champ fight. Figure. Or an Electrodynamics, which we already have in the deck, so I don't need to. This buffer seems really good, though. More energy? Or transform and upgrade 3 cards. I don't think we want the Sozu preventing us from gaining potions. This is a manageable cursed key. We already have our blue key. We could just skip 1 chest to gain 1 more energy per turn, powering our X-cost cards. But who knows what 3 transformed upgraded cards could be. We get rid of the 2 remaining strikes, as well as, I guess, a defend? And that could be any kind of amount of good. Yeah, and we have Lantern and Happy Flower, too. Yeah, well, actually, and Mummy Hand. That's a lot of energy. So surely let's go with the non-energy choice, right? We even talked about how we were more likely to see a non-energy relic that we wanted at our Act 1 boss and all that. Oh, we got 2 powers, yes! Machine Learning Plus, Buffer Plus. Very good. Very good. It's like I took all the options from the card reward. Easy. Easy. Okay, we don't have our green key. Where is that? Here. Okay. Good. We can fight a bunch of elites. Along the way, we could even go to the shop for a heal, but I think we have not enough money to make that appealing. A way to avoid... here. Okay, we'll have 1 useless fire. Four elites? Yes, you're right. 4 elites. Hey, try that. Used to be Dark Orb in front. Foolish! Magnetism for free. My God. Then we can deep breath and secret weapon for that beam cell. Oh wait, we actually just drew it again. Amazing. Wow, that's funny. I was gonna secret weapon for it, but nope. Who needs that? Install here for a little bit if we want to. The potential reward is finding a Hand of Greed from our magnetism. We could make some money there. I think I'm going to bother trying, though. No, there are no X-cost powers. I regret not taking that heatsink, so I'm just going to add most powers that we see from here on. Hand of Greed is a 2-cost attack in the colorless card pool that gives you money if you kill an enemy with it. And it can be randomly generated, unlike most other cards that benefit you permanently in some fashion. Let the murdering begin! Have fun, nerds! Got him. Storm! Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. It's definitely storm time. Now we just need a heatsinks. Ooh, Glowing Tesseract. Costs us only 9 hit points with the Tungsten Rod. And we get to look at some potentially very powerful cards. In particular, I would like... Master Strategy. Discovery could be good. That can generate heatsinks for us. No Apotheosis here, sadly. Sadistic Nature is notable for being a free power, but I don't think that's enough reason to pick it. Feel like I want a secret weapon? No. But an Impatience. If you have no attacks, draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 7. It's few enough attacks. I think this will draw me cards sometimes. Our boss is Time Eater. Buffer mostly solved this fight for us. Buffer and Apparitions is entirely solving this fight, actually. What does Hand of Greed do? And see how badly this deck wants a real Echo form. More powers. More powers. Actually, full block with a 4 energy reinforced. I'm going to seek for Ascender's Bane to avoid drawing it. It's going to go Discovery for Loop. I'm going to play the Defend so that Loop makes Electrodynamics free. Then whatever we seek for is going to be made free guaranteed as well. Let's seek for Hologram the Boot Sequence. Playing around the mummy hand there, you can guarantee certain cards become the target of it. Have a good time. Draw any of the Apparitions or Buffer. That is going to happen increasingly as we add more cards to this deck. Keep an eye out for. Ouch, I guess. First field's going to be a decently, consistently good block. But it feels like we need more card draw right now, more than anything else. I still want to go to fight for elites? Yes, I think so. This is a good fight for a regen potion. It's a great fight for us overall. The long amount of setup that we get from Giant Head is super helpful here. So the deal with this Elite Decapod is that once the countdown of the Giant Head ends, the Giant Head begins to attack very large numbers of damage. Become very upsetting very quickly if you can't block them. And the large amount of health the enemy has can make it take a long time to kill them. We're potentially about to see here. Yes! Heat sinks. I'm actually going to play that last, though. I don't want to draw Apparitions this turn. Matter. For some more damage. We've got some turns of invulnerability here. Looks like this is just going to be Bullseye Transmutation. Save the Electro for a bit. Panic Button. And another Transmutation. I actually don't hate that. Should we block this? We don't lose buffer. So 100 damage here from the transmutation bombs. One stack of buffer left. That's about it. Unfortunately. You have Panic Button next turn. Otherwise, this is getting a little spicy. We'll no longer have Panic Button next turn. Good damage, though. I think we got there. Just barely. It's not a good sign overall. But we appear to be here. Oof. It's here! Heat Sinks Plus. Whenever you play a power card, draw 2 cards. Well, don't mind if I do. Get in the deck. Let's go. And now what had been an excessively slow deck before becomes a bit of a powerhouse. Can just play every card forever. Also Meteor Strike. Boop. And we're only dealing with a 1-dagger summon from Repto for now. Makes life a bit easier too. Yeah, nice. Easy Repto fight. The Emotion Chip. If you lost HP during the previous turn, trigger the passive ability of all orbs at the start of your next turn. This does get stopped by Tungsten Rod. Don't want a turbo. So we won't be able to use... We'll have to take real damage. 2 more elites this act. Let's go. get an upgrade all here. Just saying, like, it could happen, right? Him the Time Eater. That's his name. You know, what would really be nice right now is if this run had been offered at any point, like, a random Thunderstrike that we could take advantage of now. This could potentially lose me my buffer. It's not. What? I forgot I was not invincible there, apparently. Actual Amplify? Let's go! Yeah, let me double a power card. Never see Seek on turn 1 again. Easy. Just use the 1 through 10 keyboard hotkeys, Decapod. Those are enabled by default in Slay the Spire. Keyboard ready. I can rebound Amplify? Oh my god. That's wild. I don't think I've ever done that before. Ha! Yeah. Draw every card. Right, upgrade all? It's not an upgrade all, but that is a rare relic, which I will happily fight for. May have to use one of our potions in this fight. These guys are pretty spooky after all. Bye. Here, for example, I take quite a bit of damage on turn 1. Unless I, like, dupe the boot sequence or Gambler's Brew. So I can't assure myself anything. I think I'm just going to take the damage here. King Echo is tempting, but this fight is short enough, we just need Storm here. Okay, we got our heat sinks in play. This might end up being our Jamblin' Brew. Like we're good though. Amplify can stack with Echo Form, but the problem is that since you have to play the Amplify first, it's really difficult to actually stack them. Actually not going to play Buffer. Once we have the static discharge down. We get 14 max HP, so we actually ultimately healed off that fight. But the chance at rebound. We wanted another one. I think we do. So we're now up to a reasonable amount of max HP with Apparitions. It's pretty sweet. We have the full fruit salads. In order, too. Strawberry, pear, mango. Delicious. Right, time to get our last key. It's up against Super Duper Reptomancer. Want any luck here? Hit me. You're just all gonna die if I play Electro. Yeah, that is hilariously satisfying. Every time. Thank you, Transmutation, for making another copy of yourself. I appreciate you. Alright, second chance Transmutation. 3 apotheoses. Perfect. Good job. You did it. Well played. And now a fossilized helix, preventing the first time we would take damage each combat. Could save us from the big attack of the heart. Apotheosar. It's Apotheosaw. This will maybe go? You got 3 buffers, whatever. Ah, perfect. And agreed. Like to seek for. Card I can play is dual cast. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Ooh, Blessing of the Forge can upgrade everything in our hand, and there's a lot of good possibilities for that. Upgrade this defrag, upgrade this defrag, upgrade Amplify, upgrade Seek, upgrade Apparitions that we can't use, upgrade our life. I'm willing to use the, lose the Potion of Capacity here. I really value this Essence of Darkness, letting us channel some orbs for immediate damage in, say, the Spire Spear Spire Shield fight, and I really value the ability of Gambler's Brew to discard a whole bunch of garbage, and I value the ability of Duplication Potion to duplicate something very important, like buffer something. Let's sleep. Boss number 1 of 1 is the Time Eater. Go ahead and seek for... Actually tempting to amplify this buffer, although seeking for heat sinks so that we can get our card draw going right away seems like a good choice too. Dog Barker, thank you so much for gifting us up to Reese. Welcome to the council. What else can we seek for? Storm? Honestly, having 5 stacks of buffer sounds like a great way to start this fight. Hopefully we get some block, otherwise we're going to lose 3 buffer. Well, we got an Apotheosis and block and a Hand of Greed, which we can potentially kill Time Eater with to gain some dollar redos. That was a sweet roll here. Lots of rare, colorless cards. I will play this to save 3 buffer stacks. Hollow amplify that? Maybe. Block your nonsense. Getting more powers added? Good. There's heat sinks. Please. Please, heat sinks. Oh god. Fine. Actually didn't realize the counter was on 11 there. I lose track of that. Thankfully we had a safety net of buffers, but that could have gone much worse. Just be grateful it didn't. Alright, now I'm going to seek for Amplified Defrag, and we're just going to dunk this nerd. Below half HP? Like it. So on this turn, Time Eater will bring themselves back up to half here. Look at all these electrodynamics copies. Beautiful. Keeping a better eye on the timer this time. Going tangible now. Discard pile has many copies of Electro. Let's fetch the upgraded one and play it. Main goal now is just make sure we manage to play the Antigrade for lethal damage. Try to draw into it now, or we can simply wait till next turn. You wait. For your Sylvan. Okay, so Electro will actually kill. But I can hologram machine learning to draw 3. There we go. Ching! Thanks for the money. Here. He thump, a deep pulsing dread can be felt throughout the room. Is this the heart of the spire, the source of this loose change rummaging around in your pockets? Charge your dollary-doos. Your business account. Proceed onwards. Volpixian, did you hear about the Defect that had their credit card revoked? All they ever did was add charges. And Eastern Sky, thank you so much for that tier 1 sub. Welcome to the council. So is that Bottled Lightning plus Seek that I see? Which makes bottled heatsinks, if we need it to be. Or we could bottle this secret technique. Pretty good. Actually, do not want this Orichalcum very specifically. Obviously, we start by buying a membership card, giving us a 50% discount on all products. Then from there, we want probably Capacitor, maybe one of these potions. These are really good potions. Of course, they're the same potions we already have, so how good could they be? Dunk a stinky Defend card? Clean bottle of Seek. Bottled Transmutation sounds potentially hilarious too. Buy a fairy just to free them. Where your head's at, chat. It's actually not a bad backup policy either. We lose the Essence of Darkness for that? Yeah, I should be able to do it without the Essence of Darkness. Got enough front load for the Elites fight. Let's go! Perfect. Fission, just give me a heatsink, so let's be on our merry way here. Okay, currently there's nothing the Electro can make free, so let's draw one more card. Okay, Electro will make that free. Game about the static discharge, but that's okay. Really good turn one overall. powers, just the Buffair. Turns, so I'll take a free Thunder Strike. Bang. Brilliant. Agreed? Oh. And we get a White Bee statue, ensuring that the heart will drop a potion. Excellent. Alright, 4 good potions, full HP, on. The battle against the hearts. This dastardly foe will attempt to do 1 damage to us every time we play a card. That would eat my buffer here, so we gotta make sure we play Boot Sequence first. Then Heat Sinks. What am I gonna dupe in this fight? Currently unsure. Could be Heat Sinks. Let's try to dupe either Defrag or Static Discharge, maybe. Ah, yes, actually. That's perfect. So let's go ahead and upgrade those. And dupe the Static Discharge. Didn't want to play that buffer, but that's okay. For now. It is the multi-attack first. I'm actually going to deliberately lose all of my buffer charges now. And pepperonis, Mr. Hart. Play that transmutation next time we see it. We have Art of War value. I'm going to keep it that way. Alright, have fun, Mr. Hart. Good luck. In retrospect, it was probably a little overkill to dupe the Static Discharge. But why turn down the whack factor, right? Done yet? Nope. There we go. That poor heart. Despite all of that, the emotion chip did not go off. Sad but true. Here's Creative AI. Glorious. Play transmutation. We got double mayhem, amplify mayhem. Yes, let's go. Have fun, Mr. Hart. GG, everyone. Hey everyone. Thanks so much for watching. Did you know that I'm live 5 days a week on Twitch? Come join us to watch me live, ask questions, or chill with the community. Click the link in the description below to follow and be notified when I'm live. And while you're down there, make like a sandwich and sub to this channel for more fresh Baylor content. Ta-ta for now.